Alright, Shalom. It's your brother Yarash Mott from the GMS Champaign, Illinois branch. Before all things, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Makakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and citation to all the Akim that's pushing this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Alright, Shalom. And I'm just going to play some of this and go and filter it out with the scriptures.
America is about to learn how good we actually used to have it. The ports are empty. Food isn't coming in. Goods are not coming in. Everyone who works in the shipping industry is saying we are about to face a crisis much bigger than the empty shelves during COVID. We have felt entitled in this country to freedom, to democracy, to human rights, to unlimited food and crap to buy. We got lazy and we did nothing to maintain those freedoms and those rights. We assume.
Alright, that's why when you see Americans, they got that proud look on them, man. Because no war, no famine has really struck in this place, man. So like the average American don't have to worry about bombs dropping or a foreign army coming and getting on feet and ravaging and shooting civilians. That's something that's in the back of Americans' heads, but that's about to come to an end. All right. Isaiah 47:1, it says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." So that's what America. All right, it's no longer gonna be called this tender place. All right, delicate. All right, that version, because that cherry's never been popped. All right, this place never seen besides civil war. All right, it's never seen really actual war. All right, foreign nations coming and bombing this place, but hey, it's coming. You're already seeing signs of what the beast hating the whore. All right, so we're in those times, man.
Assumed that other people would do it. We stopped valuing our own education. We stopped reading. We stopped being kind to other people. We got completely hell-bent on having more stuff, on having more money, on having more whatever, having more fucking Botox in our faces. It's a false ladder that we were taught to climb. And I don't know if this current iteration of Americans has it in them to survive the Great Depression, Part 2.
We have major breaking news right now. Not a single ship has...
Alright, so this is Ecclesiastes 8:11. It says, "Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the Son of Men is fully set to do evil." So that's what you're witnessing is, people won't turn from their wicked ways, even though they see. All right, they know it's wrong. All right, most people, especially you Israelites, you have a moral compass. All right, you have some type of conscience, but because the Lord just don't strike you down for being I don't I'm trying to say the right words. Because you're into the same, the same type of fairy dust, all right? Your rainbow community, for lack of better terms, all right? Since the Lord just don't kill you as soon as you do that, all right? People dibble and dabble in things they know that is wrong, all right? If this was the ancient world and we were back in our homeland and you were found out to be doing that, all right, the law would demand that you get put to death on the spot. But since being over here, that law is lack. All right, the Lord, all right, he's not executing that speedily judgment on you, people are just full, full on doing evilness. All right, full on working wickedness, man. All right, but hey, the judgment of Yahweh Shem Shah is about to come up on the planet Earth, man. All right, with this what you see with this war is what a lot of things are about to. What this dude's finna explain in this next clip. A lot of stores are about to feel the impact of it.
Left China to come to the port of Los Angeles in the past 12 hours, according to latest reporting from CNN. And folks in Los Angeles at the ports have not seen this since the pandemic. Friday morning, West Coast port officials told CNN that not a single cargo vessel had left China with goods for the two major West Coast ports in the past 12 hours, which hasn't happened since the pandemic. Just 6 days ago, 41 vessels were scheduled to depart China for the San Pedro Bay complex. On Friday, yesterday, it was zero. And the CEO of the Port of Long Beach says that's a cause for alarm. We're now seeing numbers in excess of what we witnessed in the pandemic for cancellations and fewer vessel arrivals. Folks, this means that you may start seeing empty shelves soon in the United States of America once again. For the products that we do have, the price is going to rise because of the supply chain crisis caused by the tariffs.
Have you guys seen the ports? If you haven't seen the ports, go ahead and look in your search bar for Los Angeles ports or Seattle ports, because it is being...
Alright, so this is 2nd Ezra 6:22. It says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And that's what you're seeing, man. Alright, these stores, these storage houses are these ports that are going to be found with nothing. Alright, this is also part of the choke that Esau Edom wants to put up on the people. Alright, fully dependent on him. This, a want of for bread makes people bend the knee. Alright, pray so. This is all gonna entangle into tracking you people with a universal banking income that they plan to implement. Alright, digital IDs, social network, social credit score. Alright, what you see in China. Alright, it's all leading to a digital prison. Alright, this is what Esau Edom is conjuring up.
reported they're an absolute ghost town, and the last ships are coming in at the end of this month. And on the East Coast, it's not getting any better. The last ship coming in from China is targeted for May 10th. And if you look at ports in China, the largest port in China, it is an active, busy hub. So it shows you it's not something that's sweeping the globe here. This is not COVID. This is more directed. This is direct effect of Donald Trump and his tariffs. And I'm not going to come in here and fearmonger and say we're not going to have anything, but you better believe if ships are not docking and they are not taking goods off those ships and they are shipping empty, 40+% of ships are shipping like empty or close to empty. What do you think that's going to happen? The only logical conclusion is there are going to be less goods on the shelves. And it's not only going to be, you know, your toys and electronics and things that you can get by without during a recession. It's going to be food, vegetables, fruits, grains, all sorts of things like that we import. We import a lot of beef and pork and things like that. Even though we have it here, we also import a lot of food as well, a lot of other meats from other countries. And you're going to see a drastic change in the next coming month. In the grocery store, in the retail shop, Walmart CEOs, Target, Home Depot, those CEOs sat down with Trump and said, look, the shelves are going to be barren. We are going to be in a huge issue. And even if he stops the...
Ecclesiastes 12:3. In that day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. Now what's that word? Grinders going to work. Alright? And those that look out the windows be darkened. Alright? So that future American dream, that shit is over with, man. Alright. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. Alright. So all these stores are going to be closing down. We're already been in for the last decade a retail apocalypse that hundreds of thousands of stores close every year, man. All right, so many towns that have become just barren. All right, sort of like when in the 80s, in the 70s, when Esau started taking the factory jobs out of the neighborhoods. All right, this is that times 100. It says, and he shall rise up and Shalakia. And the grinders shall cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut, and when the grinding is low, and shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of the music shall be brought low. Yeah, so we in those times, man.
Here today and says, oh boy, it was a huge mistake. That doesn't just turn around. So I myself am going to be going to Costco and buying some of those staples, making sure I have a big ass bag of rice, some beans, toilet paper, whatever. I'm not saying panic shop, don't panic shop, but just make sure maybe you buy an extra of what you normally buy. Get yourself a little bit of extra shelf stable foods so that you make sure you have something, because these ports, they're empty. That's not hyperbole. That's not fear-mongering. That's just the truth. And two, you're not going to have those things on the shelf. We're not getting them in from these countries. When the ports are empty, the shelves will be empty. And this is all thanks to one man and his stubborn ignorance, just absolute nonsense, and having no understanding of how anything works in this world. We saw it the first time around, and we knew it was going to be worse the next time. So here we go. Welcome to Trump's world.
Alright. So I'm going to do with this. Zephaniah 1:10. It says, and it shall come to pass. It shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there shall be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. Alright, so when you go into the ancient world, alright, you used to use fish as a currency, so it was a great crashing in the fish gate, a great noise from the fish gate. Alright, it says, how ye inhabitants of Metesh, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver are cut off. So this place is crashing, man. This place it's gold. This was once that place where everybody could come and make a lot of money, man. But hey, no more, man. All right, this place is being cut off via Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, the Spirit of the Lord is bringing this place down, man. We're at the end of this, so I'm gonna end it right there. And Lord willing, this is edifying for the elect sake. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, nails, a great millstone. Until next time, I can shalom.